Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Crafty Emzy, and I thought today that I would show you a few of the finished diamond art paintings that I've done. I started doing these back in 2020, I think it was. I'm sure you can all guess why. Don't really want to talk about that very much. So, I've only got a few pieces here, as I say. These take me a very long time, mostly because I don't have a good setup. I don't have an individual desk I can set these up on, so I'm using a table that's also for other things, so I have to plan where I'm going to do this, and as I say, because of that, I can only do a couple of hours before my back really starts hurting or anything like that. So, this one that we're looking at right now is from Diamond Art Club. Slide that there we go. And this is Each Tree Has a Soul. I saw this and I really wanted it. I think it's a beautiful piece. It's really colourful and it's a rainbow, and I love rainbows and multicoloured things. So I really enjoyed this. I also learnt quite a lot while I was doing this. So as I'm left-handed, I do it from right to left, if that makes sense. So you do get a plastic cover on these when you first get them. So I've learned that I should start going from this side across and peel the backing that way, so I'm not resting on sticky bits, or I'm not resting on the diamonds themselves. I mean, you can do it however you want, but that's how I found, and I've also found that working top to bottom works quite well for me, so I can have this kind of all the way down and then slide it up the table as I'm working on it. So right to left, top to bottom. So this is a square one. So Diamond Art Club do squares and circles. This is a square one. It's got some ABs in it, and you might be able to see, I don't know if you can actually see that. The light's not very good. You can see how sparkly it is when I move it around. So yeah, there's some ABs in here. I think there's a few, there's a few in here, a few in this tree. And yeah, this was one of the first ones that I did, one of the bigger ones that I did. As I say, I learnt a lot doing this one, but I really liked this one. So I will now move this out of the way very carefully. So this second one, this is going to be a bit trickier to show because it's quite big, but this one is another Diamond Art Club, and this one is Dragon Attack. Now, I love dragons, I love fantasy, I love anything like that at all. You can see I want to say that's a knight, but part of me also says that's the maiden rescuing herself from the dragon. And I saw this, and again, because it's what I like this sort of thing, I thought, oh, that's really lovely. And I think it's come out really well. I think the dragon looks amazing with the fire and everything. I think it looks incredible. What I would say is that I hadn't realised how, and this sounds a bit silly now, but I hadn't realised how much the colours were in the same colour group. So there's a lot, you can see, there's a lot of purples, a lot of blues, and to be honest, as I was doing this, I did get a bit bored of doing the same colour over and over. So I did it did take a bit longer to do this than maybe some other people might. But again, this one's a square one. It's also got ABs in it. Again, I don't know if you can see some here. There's some in the fire there. And again, I think this was after the Every Tree Has a Soul one. So again, I'm still learning on this. I can't remember if I did any multi-placing or if I did individual. I might have done a bit of multi-placing in some of the bigger colour blocking areas. But to be honest, I don't mind doing the single placing. I know it takes a lot longer when you're doing that. But to be honest, it doesn't bother me. The amount of time it takes is the amount of time it takes. To me, there isn't a rush to get these done. So yeah, I enjoy. As I say, the colour scheme, I got a bit bored with it, but I still enjoyed the process of placing the diamonds and watching it come alive. So yeah, this was this one, and I think this is one of the bigger ones that I've done. But I really like this, and I love the story element that you have here. That there's this person on a horse fighting this dragon. I love the imagery in this one. So I will now move on to the next one. So this one is another Diamond Art Club, and this one is called the 10th, I believe. Yes, the 10th. This is actually a circle one, so the diamonds are a circle shape. This has also got ABs in it. Now, some of you might recognise who this is. I love Doctor Who, and when I saw this, I had to get it. This was, yeah, this particular Doctor, I loved the series with the 10th. I've watched the most recent one. I love the series, and I saw this and I thought it was so iconic with his big coat swirling around, and obviously the TARDIS peeking in with a few ABs in the windows here. I really liked doing this one, and there was a lot of different colours, which was amazing. There was a lot of colour blocking as well, which is quite nice if you want a bit more, I'd say, mindless activity. But again, there's a lot of colour changes, so again, that was really nice. And I found I didn't have too many problems with the circles. I know some people prefer one or the other. I don't mind, to be honest. I think both the squares and the circles look incredible. So I honestly don't mind. When I get these type of diamond paintings, I don't necessarily look at, is it a square, is it a circle, and no, I'm not going to pick that one because it's one that I don't like. I pick these based on the image itself, rather. Oh, that's more the main factor rather than what shape diamonds are going to be used. And yeah, as I say, I haven't done many of these, but I have bought quite a few, and I'm hoping to get to more in the future. So when I do, I will be sharing that journey with you. But I wanted to show a few that you could see that maybe the sort of thing that I like doing. So if you like that sort of thing, then you can come along with the journey. So yeah, this is the 10th, and as I say, this was my favourite, definitely. I really liked doing this one. So we will leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye bye.